All right, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Trendy with Benuril. There is this news that is going around in Nigeria, and the news is simple. They claim that a judge has ordered Very Dark Man to pay 500 million naira to the Falanas as a result of the defamatory lawsuit that initiated by the senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Femi Falana, against a very dark man. Now, I'm here to enlighten the people about this judgment. In reality, there is no judgment yet. The learned senior advocate, Mr. Femi Falana, actually submitted an application to the court, and in the application, he was requesting for an apology from Very Dark Man, and he was also requesting that VDM should stop publishing further defamatory content about himself and his son, Falz. And the court has sent a letter. I don't know what they call it in Nigeria. Oh man, this is where I wish I'm a lawyer. So the court has sent a lawyer to, they've sent a notice to Very Dark Man lawyer in the person of Mr. Deji Adeyanju. And in that paper, it was contained that Very Dark Man should stop publishing further information about the Falanas. Also, all the content that was published earlier, specifically the audio that still remains on Very Dark Man social media platforms, the notice, I think, did they call it an injunction? I think that's what they call a court injunction, right? So there was this order from the court that Very Dark Man must delete all the videos he made relating to the Falanas. I think where the confusion comes up is this. The bloggers who are publishing the news in Nigeria, they just heard that the Falana demanded 500 million naira, which is half a billion naira. And because the court has now issued an order for VDM to remove all the defamatory content on his platform, I think the Nigerian bloggers simply misinterpreted that to mean that the court has ordered VDM to pay 500 million. Nah, that's not what actually happened. And in case you're wondering where am I getting my information from, let me quickly read what is published on the People's Gazette, because I think this news outlet is one of the reliable ones in Nigeria. So in the People's Gazette, it read, let me show you guys. Um, Hopefully you might not see my screen very well, but I'm just gonna read it for you guys, okay? So in the People's Gazette, it was the article was titled "Bobrisky Court Orders Social Media Activist VDM to Pull Down Defamatory Post on Falana Son." And right there at the bottom, within the fine line, it says Mr. Falana also sought an award of 500 million naira fine for defamation of character against VDM. And this was published on October 15th. That was yesterday. So if we have to go into the detail of what actually went down, if you can follow me diligently, it reads, an Ikeja High Court has ordered an online activist, Vincent Otse, alias VERYDARKMAN, to remove defamatory post against a senior advocate of Nigeria, Femi Falana, and his musician son, Folarin, otherwise called Falz. All right. Um, Let me do you one better. Okay. And it went further. Justice Matthias Dawodu also ordered VDM to bring down the alleged defamatory videos which he made on September 24th against the Falanas. The court also ordered the service of originating summons against VDM through his lawyer, Deji Adeyanju, within 14 days. I am not a lawyer, but if you underline that phrase there, originating summons, which means the case is just getting started. And prior to hearing, the court is just saying that they do not want VDM to make a further publication as far as this matter is concerned relating to the Falanas on his social media platforms. That's all about it. And they have 14 days to respond and as well as comply with the court notice. So, I mean, with the court order, rather. So, please, let's get these things clear before you guys in Nigeria will just mix everything up. So, the judge says, quote unquote, the defendant, his agents, and privates are hereby restrained from further releasing, publishing, or circulating any defamatory videos, comments about the applicant. He is to bring down the defamatory video about the applicant, which was published on September 24th on all his online social media handles, pending compliance with the pre action protocol of the court. Leave is hereby granted to the applicant to serve the pre-action bodies, originating processes, and all other court processes between parties herein on the defendant by substituted means through his lawyer, Deji Adeyanju. The applicants must file and serve the pre-action bodies, originating processes, and other company processes on the defendant within 14 days. All right. I believe we've got the picture now. I think it should be clear right now, okay? So the court made the orders following an ex parte originated application made by Mr. Falana and his son against the actions of VDM, where he published, quote and unquote, unverified audio recording of a one-sided narrative by cross-dresser Bobrisky, alleging perversion of justice by the family. Mr. Falana had in a lawsuit numbered ID slash 8586 GCM slash 2024 filed against VDM, sought the order of the court to award a sum of 500 million naira fine for defamation of character against him. Mr. Falana in the lawsuit also prayed the court of the also pray the order of the court directing the defendants to publish an apology on his social media handles for the defamatory words contained in the viral video. Now, let's break this thing down. Let's break it down. Maybe let's see if we can make it make sense. Remember when this issue started, Mr. Falana came on TV. He went to his favorite TV channel, and that is Channels TV. And Baba was speaking profusely. He was kind of really pissed. And we all see the handwriting on the wall. I think Baba is doing more of trying to protect his son than the actual allegation. And then he went further and granted another interview with is that Sahara TV. And in that interview with Sahara TV, Baba told us a whole lot of story, which, in my opinion, Baba is just trying to kind of publish his history or try to, can I say, sell his accomplishments to the whole world, or maybe Nigerians in particular. But here is the main thing: there are three parties involved in the audio that was played by VDM. Um, the main culprit here, in my opinion, is Bobrisky, because Bobrisky is the one who allegedly voice was on the audio. And if we have to go by that, Bobrisky is the one who actually mentioned the Falanas name, as well as he mentioned the Falana, the EFCC, and every other people he kind of involved in this whole drama. But you see, the law don't say things from our standpoint. The law has a way of handling matters like this. So, in the face of the law, the person who actually published the content is the one who is responsible. So that is why VDM is being sued right now. Fine. But here is a question. If the Falanas are so bent on defending their names, which is within their right to do, why don't you do us one more favor by filing another lawsuit against Bobrisky? Let Bobrisky come out and deny the audio. I think that will actually give the Falanas a very good case here, because for all I can tell, and for anybody who have spent time with some really good lawyers, I can't say the Falana will win this case. And here is why. Before you can win a case of defamation against anybody, you have to prove that they lied against you. You have to prove that the statement made against you is false. And before the accused or the defender, in this case, VERYDARKMAN, can actually be forced or ordered to pay 500 million or whatever, the onus is on VDM to prove that actually the audio is real. So I am not a lawyer. I'm not trying to preempt the case, but what I just want to tell you guys is that let's keep our fingers crossed. But while the case is ongoing, please, Nigerian bloggers, stop this false narrative. VDM has not been ordered to pay $500 million naira, which is 500 million naira. The judge did not order him to pay 500 million naira. What the judge simply said is, pending the hearing of this case, you have to pull down that video. You have to stop anything. Don't do anything to further defame the Falanas. Now, when they go to trial, and then he was found guilty of actually defaming the Falanas, then the judge can slam the entire book on him. And yet, the judge might still have to look at VDM himself to determine if VDM is worth 500 million naira. Because you guys don't know that that is not how defamatory cases work. You don't just say, "Oh, I will sue you 1 billion, I will sue you that." No, the judge will actually look at the case and look at the person who committed the defamation offense and what that person is worth and what the person may possibly make, maybe in the nearest future, and then say, "All right, we award you, we ordered you to pay so amount in restitution to this party that you have defamed." All right. But you know how lawyer works. If you want good money, you want a lot of money, you got to raise the standard high. So I think that's why the Falana is demanding 500 million naira. But I'll keep my finger crossed. I ain't gonna lie, because I've seen a couple of cases that actually don't go the way people thought it would be. And even though the person who brought the case are usually all these big time lawyers, sometimes There are always loopholes in the law. Okay, now, like I said in my previous episode, if it is left to me, I would advise the Falanas just let it go, because everything that is being done so far, it looks as if everybody, they are just trying to protect Bobrisky. Let's just call it what it is. I'm not saying the Falana are protecting Bobrisky, because according to them, Bobrisky was maybe their client, or they were trying to help him get pardon from the presidency, and which is within their right to do because they are lawyers. Okay, but if you look at the entire case within the context of corrupt practices in Nigeria, and you look at the person of interest that is involved in this case, which in this case happens to be Bobrisky, who, if we have to go by the alleged audio file, claimed he did not spend any time in jail. So that means we have a bigger fish to fry here. And suing VERYDARKMAN, EFCC not saying nothing, the House of Reps, after the hearing, they have kept quiet. It all seems like they are trying to protect Bobrisky. Anyway, let's see how it goes. This is What's Trending with Benuril. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked what we're doing here, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and of course, let me know what you think in the comment. Do you agree that the judge has not slammed 500 million naira on VDM yet? That's just what I want us to get clear. No judge has asked VDM to pay 500 million naira. VDM was only ordered to remove the defamatory videos pending hearing, and he should stop publishing further stuff. Have you ever seen somebody who they sued to court and judgment were passed without hearing their side of the story? Come on, Nigerian bloggers, you all got to do better, okay? All right, till I come your way again, my name is Benuril, and this is Trending with Uncle Beno.